Hello and welcome to another video. This time it's Nature's Cup again, and we start off right away with qualifying with my bank lap, which is a 133.6. P1 at the moment, but not good enough to hold it. So I went out for another lap and burned a bit of fuel, of course, before starting, because then the car gets lighter and you get faster more easily. Go faster more easily. So, going into the first corner, long braking, and you want to go on throttle right away, but it didn't go really well. I was too narrow on the apex, and that is a bit of lost time, which is not ideal. Here, as less turn input as possible, and I'm already down on the first sector, which is not ideal. Here, out of the second long left-hander, going through fifth and then up to sixth, and here this sort of chicane, not good run through there, so lost time again, and I was not happy about that, but of course you carry on because you can improve still, because my previous lap was not good at all. So I ran on the grass, which is also not good. Here I won a bit of more time because I made a big mistake in the last lap. And then up to third out of the exit on the longer straight, the start finish straight, and that's 1 minute 33.3, which put me 6 at the moment, but I just fell down to 7th. So 3/10 of the pace, not good enough. Could have been pole, but you carry on. Let's go to the intro. So starting off the race, rolling start as always. I would prefer a manual rolling start, but unfortunately they haven't changed that yet, so we stick with the automatic rolling start, which is done by the computer, and it can be really annoying sometimes, because sometimes you go off the out of the last corner with while you're on the apex, and that means that you can't get a good exit. So we followed through into the second rear corner, I would say, still behind Rob, no Borg, and in the first stages of the race you always need to be very cautious, because then it really begins later on in the race. So you already won a place, and that's also the reason you need to be cautious, because you can win a place for doing nothing actually, and that's really nice. And so we stick behind, stick close, and don't lose too much time, so you can get a really good position at the end of the race. Out of the last corner, finishing my first lap. Now, the reason why I did Nations Cup, why I began with this, is because I want to try and finish in the top 10, even top 5 of the Netherlands, because that's possible for me, and it will be really nice to accomplish that already, given the fact that I'm only 15 and the minimum age of competing with esports of GT Sport is 18. So being competitive at an early stage gives me, I think, an advantage compared to others. So second lap already, and this is, I think, where it starts off a bit with the positions gained, and it's getting a bit packed up already. It was packed up, but now even more, because it's a battle for second place right now. And yeah, following us always, going into the last corner, get a good exit so you can stay in slipstream really close and maybe get a place, because if you close enough and the gap is there, you need to go for a place, because track position is really important in racing. But now I just stay behind because I'm not close enough, because when you go for a gap you need to control the amount of time you're losing. So, and you don't want to lose really much time. You want to lose as little time as possible, which is quite logical. So, going downhill again for a third time in a race, out of many times, and Rob goes for the move, but he pushes Garrix wide, which gives him a 5-second penalty, and because of that, Garrix comes out in front of me, which slows me down, and I lost 2 places already. So that's not ideal, of course. The German guy also pushes Garrix off, which gives him a penalty as well, 2-second penalty in this case. So that's then 2 positions for me, and in the end 1 position gained overall. So now staying behind the Portuguese guy, just drafting, because you want to close in on the leader, and by battling you don't do that. So I thought, let's just stay behind and wait for pit stops, because that's where it's going to start off really. So here he goes for, a bit wide, and I thought, yeah, there's space, so let's go for a move. In this case you can go for a move because I was really close here, but he just closed the door, and then he got his hazard lights on, which I don't know why he did that, and here he does it again. Probably because he doesn't want to lose time, and he's saying with it like, dude, just stay behind, we don't want to lose time. But I thought, yeah, now is my chance, I want to gain a place again, but that didn't work out, so I stay behind still. And as you're going to see, the guy in front, the Portuguese guy, stops at the end of this lap. Maybe because he He wants to do an undercut to gain time on the other guys. As in the last corner, the guy behind me just tapped me, which is a bit frustrating because you lose time with it, and that's not what you want, of course. And yeah, now the Portuguese guy has stopped. Also, the French guy in the Volkswagen, both at lap 6. So the French guy turned out to be doing a 2-stop, maybe because the hearts, he hadn't put on the hearts yet in a stop, and the hearts are required in this race, which is not that long in game, because first you just could go mediums all the way, but now the hearts are required, so you need to put the hearts on. But it also counts if you put the hearts on the rear tires and the mediums on the front tires, which gives you a little less balance. You need to deal with that, but it gives you a bit more speed compared to putting hot tires as hard tires, as you can see in the left bottom. So 3 guys stop now. This was the pit stop window, really the best possible way of stopping, the fastest way. But I thought I'd do an undercut, I mean overcut, so not because of track position, but because you are faster in the closing stages of the race. So there's a bit a disadvantage, as you see here. I got overtaken by French guy already, but at the end of the race you have a big advantage because you have fresh tires, so you're faster. So I got overtaken fairly easily, and but I just went on, and I'm going to I was stopping at the end of this lap because the tires were dead, really, because compared to the other guys, and you don't want to lose that much time, because in the end you can't win it all back. So stopping to the left into the pits, and no refueling because there was already enough fuel, and I fell back to 8th place behind Rob again, and but I have fresh tires, so now it's a case of just a bit waiting and waiting till his tires drop off so I can overtake him. And he wants to overtake the Russian guy, and I don't know on which strategy he was, but he was really slow in the second stint. So we follow him through, and Rob has the slipstream, we both do actually, and he goes to the inside, and the Russian guy just gets hung out to dry. So he tries to hold on a bit, but he gets pushed right a bit, so that's a poor run from him out of the corner, which gives me a chance to get the place. But I held space because you don't want to get a penalty. This game gives you a penalty really fast if you push on enough. So I thought, let's do a dive bomb, and that wasn't really nice of me, pushing Rob off. But then the Russian guy just turns into me on the straight part, which is really strange. So I thought, okay, now you want to battle? So he turns in again, and I just pushed him up because there was space, and I thought, freak you. So that's 2 places for me, which is not really fair for Rob. I thought, let's go on. I don't want to lose time again, because I need to overtake you again, because I was just faster than him. Onto the 13th lap, and I pulled out already of the guy behind me, and I'm on chase of the Portuguese guy again. And this time, if I come behind him, I'm going to overtake him. That was the plan, of course, but you see that later. He had a penalty at this point, so that's a bit time lost for him. As the French guy stops for his second stop, as I said earlier, and he just rejoins in front, but I couldn't get him because he just was on fresher tires, which gives him a bit of an advantage. But I can follow through, get a slipstream, so I can gain time on the Portuguese guy, which is really nice. And I could get him. I could get him. Going into the hairpin, brake hard, and stay on the inside a bit, and get a good exit out of the corner. You can take the curbs as well, really high curbs, but this game isn't really realistic in terms of physics, so you can go on 100-meter high curbs, I think, and still be okay. And as you could see, I lost a bit of time out of the right-left corner, but I still have plenty of time to get the Portuguese guy, because he is on 2 laps on the tires, and I was on fresh tires, of course, so I could get him easily in this final lap, 15 laps. And I just stayed behind, because this is not a point where you can overtake. Just stay behind and get a slipstream and pull it off somewhere else where it's easier. For example, in the hard braking zone, you can outbrake someone easily. I thought of a move here because I braked a bit later than him, but it just didn't work out. But I still got a chance, as he made a little mistake, which is the loss of time. Here he goes a bit wide, and you could see that he's on much more worn tires than me, so that means I'm faster. And here I get a better exit than him. I couldn't get around the outside, of course, but then it would be a photo finish out on the finish line. I got a better exit than him, but he just was in front. I couldn't avoid it, so yeah, that's still 6th place, and I didn't get him. And only 1 place gained, 1 position gained, 227 points. Not really happy with it for this one.